Alexandra, and we're back on another Monday, which means it's time for another Mindful Monday, where I talk about mental self-help experiences and improvements. And for today's topic, we're going to talk about love and heartbreak. We're going to start with heartbreak because I want to start with the negatives instead of, oh yeah, positives, and then bring the video down with the negatives. So we're going to talk about heartbreak. Heartbreak to me essentially means exactly the word itself, where you break your own heart, because you have to break these patterns, what your heart is already yearning and used to being in. Breaking away from that conditioned pattern that you had each and every day with this significant other, this person that you were with, is something that you have to find within yourself to walk away from, to improve from, to get better from. When it comes to heartbreak, a lot of times people break their own heart due to the set expectations they have of other people. That expectation may be the fact that you go above and beyond for someone, and in return, you get the bare minimum. You sit there thinking about, wow, I really did all of these things for this person, yet they're barely able to reciprocate the same energy. Why is that? Why do you have that set expectation of someone else to do the same thing as yourself? And that's the thing, that is the key detail. Why do you have the expectation for someone else to do the same things that you're doing? They are not you. You are not them. Having that expectation that they will do exactly everything in a mirror is something that sets you up for failure. It sets you up to break your own heart, to diminish yourself, to have self-doubt, these worries that you may think that this person doesn't value you the same way you value them. You start to consider your self-worth. How do you feel whenever that person doesn't do the same thing you do for them? The amount of acts of service, the gift giving, the physical touch, the compliments, words of affirmation that you give to this other person, yet you don't receive it in return. Within that, breaking your own heart from those experiences and communicating that with your partner, and they still don't do it back for you after you voice your opinion, take the time to truly dissect and realize, is this relationship something worth for you? Are you staying in this relationship because you see that they have the potential to change? And not just having that potential, that idea that they can change, but are they showing you that they are willing to change? Are they showing you improvement? You don't want to just bake on the idea that they have the potential dormant within themselves, and you got to wake that up, showing them repetitively like, hey, I'm here. What you doing? Why is your attention over there when you literally have that person right in front of you? It is up to them to truly decide if you are worth it. It is not up to you to show them multiple different occasions, give them multiple different chances to see you for who you are. That's where you break your own heart. We're going to keep cycling back to that main focus, which is heartbreak. And when it comes to heartbreak from this other person that you're trying to express your feelings for, take it upon yourself to really think if it is worth it for you. Is it causing too much pain for you to wait for this person to be who you want them to be? You shouldn't ever want anyone to change the way that they are just for your own selfish desires. It is a benefit to have someone who is willing to change, but banking on them changing or forcing them to change by showing them multiple different occasions that they can change, or preaching to them this is the way you should be, and they're not going for it, you gotta leave, you gotta dip. You gotta go through that process of pain, that heartbreak, because you thought that that person was something that they actually are not. I had a difficult time with this problem. I have a lot of people who come to me about this problem and about how to deal with heartbreak. There is no easy way to deal with heartbreak because it's a case-by-case scenario. It is different per person. I can give you all the lists of things that I've done myself to get over heartbreak, yet it may not work for you. Truly, when it comes to heartbreak, you have to figure out what is the one thing or multiple things that is causing you that stress, that toll on your own heart. What is making you break? What is causing you to break? And partly of that is tied into emotions. The emotions that you feel if you're leading with your heart which I'm a leader of my heart myself. I have always been heartfelt, heart-led, yet we also have mental compensation, composure within ourselves. We have to realize what is right and to listen to our heart to make those mindful decisions, because emotions can lead you to heartbreak. Heartbreak can cause you to have a lot of these negative emotions that impact you, because you start thinking about your self-worth and how worthy you were to this person, or not feeling like you are enough for this person because they're not showing you the same type of energy that you're dishing out. I'm sorry, but that's not the way to be, love. You have to realize the self-worth within yourself and know truly what you bring to the table, what type of person you are, and who you can give that to, who is able to access that energy. That is up to you to decide. If you string yourself thin for somebody that shows you that you are not enough to them, it is time for you to walk away from that situation. There is nothing that can serve you from that person if they've shown you on multiple different occasions that they will never do the same things that you're doing for them. I have an understanding of what it is for me and the trigger feelings or the things that take me back to that same pain. I've learned to accept the mistakes, accept the type of person I was back then, and accept that this just wasn't meant to be at that time. There was no compromise, there was no communication, there was always animosity, jealousy, anger, back and forth. For the most part, towards the end of that relationship, there was nothing but constant battle. I wasn't mature enough to understand that communication is a foundation to everything. I'm the type of person to honestly be by myself. Alone time is important, but within a relationship, always choosing yourself over your partner and not realizing that it's hurting them in return, even though you're choosing yourself, putting yourself first. You have another person to think about. You have more emotions to bring into this relationship overall. That person is casted aside and they feel those, they honestly, they feel that. They really feel the entire intensity of not being a priority. I didn't realize that because I had so many of my own stressors that I did not register that as something that I was tarnishing, hurting. So it does come with maturity, growth, and over time learning from your past mistakes. Getting over this heartbreak, for me personally, I started doing mental health videos. These videos are documentation to myself as well as to help other people. And within the overall help, you can take my advice with a grain of salt. I'm not end all be all 100%, but this is what helps for me. And I want to share that experience. I used to be heavy. Heavy on my experience and grit going to the gym. The gym was my home. The gym was my everything. And I realized within that relationship that I wouldn't go to the gym as often. And that definitely weighed a toll on my overall mental health, because being in the gym and working out, I talk about the gym all the time in my videos. It is just something that helps me de-stress, and take out all of these negative emotions that I feel. I literally beat my body up in the gym, break it down, and build myself back up. I see the improvements, I see the change, I see the gains, and everything else included into it. The gym is just a place to help me alleviate all of these pains from a heartbreak that I'm dealing with. And I can say happily that I am towards the end of this pain, this suffering that I have been feeling from heartbreak. It gets to a point where time is the thing that helps push me forward. Each and every day, you may have moments where you think about this thing that is causing you so much heartbreak, so much pain. There are certain triggers that take you back to that moment, that take you back to that certain day, that certain thing that happened to you. Learning to accept and move on from that event and knowing that that is really what happened. There is no what if scenario. There is no time machine that you can go back to to change the outcome. You have today to make that difference. You have today to make the most of what has happened. You have today to improve yourself from yesterday. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, but with the time that you have today, you can make that effort to make minor improvements. You can make major improvements. You just gotta believe and trust in yourself. I believe that is a lot to dissect, digest from heartbreak, but just know everybody goes through heartbreak, and it's not easy out here. But you got it. Trust and believe. You have it. Heartbreak, majority of the time, you literally have to go against your heart. You have to break your heart, because that is what your heart yearns for. But breaking your heart and accepting it and moving forward can tear you down so you can build yourself up better. Now, moving on to the other topic, which is love. Let's go to some positive, because woo-cha. Thinking about heartbreak, I had moments while within this session where I was just like, damn, she really getting hit. She getting hit by that heartbreak again. I laugh about it now because it's so funny. Heartbreak it's really comical to me because of how much you can improve from that situation that you literally woke up from each and every day, pushing you to your end. Tears, crying, just a boo-hooing every single fuck. It's crazy. There is better. And I'm living proof that there's better, man. Hey, I just got over that shit. And big pimpin', I ain't saying it's easy, but it's a process. It's a journey. Trust that journey. But hey, let's talk about love. Love is such an amazing thing. Love is also something, however, something that can break you down. It give you the most amazing experience in life. Love can come with that challenge and figuring out if that person is someone that can receive the love that you give. No one should be forced to receive the type of love that you give out. Nobody is obligated to accepting the amount of love that you give off to someone else either. Yet, when the love is reciprocated, when it's given back to you with the same force, the same energy. I'm not saying you should love for love and just go at it who can love somebody better and just it's not a competition. It's not a competition. You don't want to compete. Just know that love, man, it's so hard to explain it because you really feel it. Love is a feeling, but also a commitment. You can be committed to loving someone and knowing what's best for you and what's best for them. When you love, there are emotional things that are attached to the word itself, love. Yet, for me, partly, love is that emotional connection and also that commitment to being able to be there for someone and give them what they're asking for without hurting yourself in the process, without tearing yourself down in the process, without putting yourself on hold. Love doesn't do that. Love doesn't cause you to hurt. Love doesn't cause you to hurt within giving someone something that they need, something that they ask for of you. It shouldn't be an expectation. There are bare minimum things that, yes, are expected, which is trust, loyalty, that overall communication with that person without casting them aside. To me, that's fundamentally basic. That is something that is non-negotiable when it comes to being committed to love someone. But when it comes to love overall, people say love comes with pain all the time. Truthfully, you can see how much someone loves you based on how they act toward you. You can tell if someone loves you based on what they are willing to do for you without any pushback, without you feeling like a bad person, without you feeling antagonized. Love doesn't even have to be for someone else. Self-love is just as important as you out here loving each and every one of these people and some of these people that don't even deserve your type of love. Shawty, you gotta get yourself up, love yourself, realize that self-love can allow you to love others so much more in depth and so much more beautifully, non-destructively, truly, peacefully. Love is such an amazing thing that I still can barely fathom. Yet when I truly know that it's around, oh boy, you get smile from cheek to cheek, cheeked up right night. Yes, find that love for yourself that you can give to others. You can, like the way you love your animals, the way you love your family. If you don't love your family, I'm sorry, I don't have nothing for that, but the way that you desire to love a significant other. Truly finding the meaning behind what love is for you can define how you give it to others. Love is not a bad thing. And that's why I love Justin Timberlake so much. I'm gonna insert his song because fall in love with me. It's not a bad thing. It's never a bad thing. Don't let anyone tell you that love hurts. If somebody tells you love hurts, even if it comes from your significant other, like, oh, this just love, no, the fuck it's not. That is gaslighting. That is manipulation. And we ain't going for that over here. Learning how to love yourself post breakup, post heartbreak, post not feeling worthy enough for someone else. Realize before you were with this person, you didn't even think about them. They weren't even a thing to you. You weren't living because of them. You can live without these people. You just have to reprogram, rewire your thinking, break your own heart, and accept that this is reality. This is what you have to fight through. Let me not say fight, because shit, it is a battle and you can get fucked up, but work through, grow from, get through. Believe in yourself, because that is the number one underlying thing, in my opinion. Because if you don't have faith and belief in yourself, your capabilities, you can utterly spiral. That spiraling isn't fun. You can depend on other people that you find important to your life to help you to find that love, and value in life, in yourself, because you can do it. You can do it, just as I have. I hope with this video you have an insight as to what love and heartbreak means to you, and how you're going to get through these situations that cause you so much torment. The grass is always greener on the other side. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. All these analogies, they're true. Understand that you have the capabilities within yourself to choose your outcome. You have that choice. Make that positive choice. Take the time to grow within yourself, and you'll come out better. You'll come out a G, my guy. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.